Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. Well, there is Xavi, one of the great creators, inventors, one of the great visionaries of the game, Jim.
I fell in love with him and his style of play. Just unmatched in terms of intelligence and vision. He really is peerless in what he does.
No luck with that dink over the top. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Yamal. Now it's Agahawa. That is good alertness. And that's really well manoeuvred. David Villa! No, not quite.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Spain still without a single shot on target. Pau Kubasi cuts it out. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ferran Torres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nicked it back promptly. In with the challenge. Xavi Alonso. Ferran Torres. Good take, and is he in?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Asensio. And it's Xavi. Now it's Villa.
Villa really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Asensio tries to pass it through. Xavi Alonso spots it and intercepts. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Yamal, now it's Villa. Ferran Torres. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And if you do
look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable.
Substitution in progress.
So off we go again.
Spain really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Good ball, good take. Spain needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Bojan. And here's Asensio. He's going for goal! Yuri with the clearance. Spain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Triol can clear it away. And here's Ferran Torres.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Can he get it through? Ferran Torres needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly...
He's given it away! And the finish! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Looking for options for movement. And Bojan! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Bojan Kirkic really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Xavi, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ferran Torres providing an outlet on that flank. And that has been cleared.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well read, nice interception. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
That is good pressure. That could spell trouble. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Ferran Torres. Xavi Alonso. He won't be happy with that one. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So, that was the second half.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner, and extra time is next.
Substitution for Spain. Number 3, Omorodian. Number 7, Ferran Torres. Number 9.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
Number 20.
And the through ball.
Iglesias. Number 6.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And now they can clear their lines. Looking for the run. And he was quick to react. Yamal, oh, that pass isn't the best. No way through. Cucurella, oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tries to play it through. Xavi in acres of space out wide. And it is half-time in extra time.
Quick announcement, it is now time for our special
So
lottery.
15 minutes to
Please
find a
grab the
winner,
tickets you were
but
given
is
when
there
you walked into the
anything
gates.
left in the tank? And so the last chance to find a winner. So, for the last time, who dares to win? Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's a sharp little ball here. Cucurella. And a header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Spain certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Substitution for Spain. Number 19. Yamal.
Spain are
Number
able now to make
28.
their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few
Coming on
moments
the
now.
field, Number 21.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Number 23.
The most accurate pass. And it's gone back to the keeper. Raya is there to clear. Not the most convincing of passes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cucurella showed plenty of zest in getting to the... Two sides absolutely inseparable, and we know what's coming. 90 minutes and then another 30, and Jim, here we are.
Well, I think before we go into any kind of detail,
And
Peter,
now I'd
you
just
have
like
to
to read
acknowledge
out
the
our fan
huge
club
effort from
members who are
both
celebrating
defences.
their
It was
birthdays
incredible,
today.
the way they looked so assured throughout.
So it all comes down to this, the ultimate test of mettle and mentality from the spot. Boy, you can feel the tension. So this one to set the tone. And he duly obliges.
That's the example they will want to follow.
David Villa is the next man in the spotlight. Big character, big moment, big save. Spain with the chance to go 2 up. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper. Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Just strokes it in, saw the keeper moving. He had to, and he did. Asensio is the third man to step forward.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Xabi Alonso is third in line.
I actually think he was quite brave to do that, Peter, but it was the right result.
Mikel Merino is the fourth man to step forward for them. Oh, sent him the wrong way.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Xavi, fourth in their queue. We're tied at 3 each. Yuri, last of the original 5 to walk forward.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Spain are looking to save match point. Yes, that's how you do it. And the drama continues. You can cut the tension with a knife. A huge pressure penalty, reserved only for the bravest of men.
Well, any penalty converted is a good penalty, so he did his bit there.
Spain have to score. Dispatched! There will be more of this.
Well, if you have any doubts, that's what you do to conquer it.
So is this to be lucky 7? We shall see. And he sticks it away.
I don't think there was ever any doubt, really, Peter. Certainly not in his mind.
This to stay in it.
Brilliant. Considering the circumstances, brilliant. Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Now it is the turn of the captain. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Raya facing match point. And they have done it in sudden death.
Oh, just allow me to get my breath back a little here, Peter. What an ending. Fantastic.
Spain fall short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout. As cruel as that is, the two sides had been inseparable after 2 hours of action. So, Jim, quite a game, decided in the end in the only way it could have been. Things really are heating up here ahead of what we've always known will be a crucial game. At stake, a seat at a higher table. This an opportunity to put down a marker to make a statement of intent. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when
He's having a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's delivered all right!
what a super start, a total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Kylian Mbappe.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Dembele. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Upamecano makes the interception. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Mbappe. This might spell danger. Can he finish? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cherki. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's quick to get rid. And this is Dembele. Al Kubasi wins the duel this time.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ferran Torres. Good ball, good take. Yamal. That was superb goalkeeping.
Lamine Yamal really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Looking for options for movement. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, great chance. Tries a shot. And again. Off the post. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Defending was strong and firm. He's gone for goal. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Dembele.
There will be
And it's
1 minute
Camavinga.
added time.
Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection. And that is all they have time for.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Well, that is the good effort from distance. Now it's Camavinga. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Aims beyond the defence. He chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Spain with the corner, there first. Saliba tries to clear. France are looking to go forward now. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's picked his way through. And the finish! That's going to go a long way. And it's Dembele. Dembele goes for a shot! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Number 15, Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Eric Garcia spots it and intercepts. Spread out to the left. Good running, strong and purposeful. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave. He's having a hit! Saliba. And Cherki. Cherki couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Lopez. No, again, there's no way through. Camavinga. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Agahawa. And there's green grass ahead of him. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now it's Mbappe. Hernandez. He's got away. Chance to shoot! And how did he not make it four?
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
And he's cut it out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Not the most accurate pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Hernandez engages and forces him off the ball.
Substitution.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
There will be 3 minutes at a
Trion
time.
gets it clear. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Spain bow out, defeat sealing their fate. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, what can I say, Peter? It seemed like the enormity of the task got the better of the players, and they never really got going. I know it can happen to even the best of us, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this was
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new
Hello,
legends will be
everybody,
written.
and welcome to
It is
today's
time
match.
to turn the page.
Brazil against Portugal.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just seems to go on and there's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers. Oh, this looks sharp. Batistuta. That's a good ball out wide. Played down the flank. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Batistuta. Pirlo. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Shifted it to the flank, and he cuts out the supply. Triol. And it's Ødegaard. Ødegaard. Now that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here. And the shot! It's loose, and oh, he's been... And one more try! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Laporte tries to play it through. Triol kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Ødegaard. Distributed tidily. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Half an hour played now. Great vision. Haaland wants to run onto this. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Ibrahimovic. Gerrard with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And here's Batistuta. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Oh, good taken. Doué! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
O'Shea, not the most accurate pass. That's going wide
Now
left.
1 minute added time.
Some resolute defending there. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Hello everybody, and this is
Portugal
a quick reminder
unable
let
to
you
get
know
back
that
onto
you'll be
level
able to
terms
catch
before
today's
half-time.
match
They trail
broadcast
1-0.
live on our club's FM station.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Back on the way then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tries to get it clear. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shevchenko. Oh, super find. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Here, shot at goal! Oh, good finish. Portugal are level. It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Stood up well to him there. It's skewed away. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off.
Shoots! And again! Goal! Portugal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Looking for options for movement. Haaland. Chance for a shot! And he's stuck it away. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Erling Haaland. Number 27, Serginho. Number 11, Griezmann. Coming on the field, number 7, Messi. Number 20, Brisson. Number 25, Goetze.
Substitution in progress.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So again, we have parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly. Brazil really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Has a look and plays it forward. And he's cut it out. And they've got rid. Oh, that's superb. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Beckham. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It'll be a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Real chance! And that is doing no harm at all. And that interception, what? And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Barcelona against Portugal.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Cafu is the name on everybody's lips. Hardly a surprise when you're making your 500th appearance. Quite something, Jim Beglin.
Well, he's a special professional who's done a sterling job to keep himself at the
Towering header! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So, a breakthrough already. Gerrard with the clearance. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Aimed beyond the defence. Tries to pass it through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Can he get it through? And he's cut it out.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's got away. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now the ball's gone astray. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Quality ball. And it's Batistuta. Erdegaard. Oh, nice touch. Short changes him with that pass. Gerrard.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And the through ball. And he shoots! Baresi can clear it away. Shevchenko. Batistuta. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Ibrahimovic, and the pass is intercepted. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, this is... and the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Impressive jump! That's put paid to the danger. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's made its way to him. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Added time.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Portugal finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. He's having a pop! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Substitution for Barcelona.
Number 22, Neymar. Coming
Not
on the
much
field
doubt about who's
is
going to take this one.
Number 11.
This the perfect chance to extend the advantage.
Terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Rafael Varane has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Doué, and he's managed to get... Judge, surely! Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This to be all square. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Portugal restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's really well cleared. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Michel Platini. Not much subtlety about that challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Gerrard. Looking to play him in. Knocks it into space. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now, can they get him away? And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And a header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not...
Gerrard! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Gerrard fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Getting up there! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 32, DeMarco.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Coming on the field.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Number 15, Dani Olmo. Number 20.
He has found the way through. Boucher produces the perfect tackle there. No, it's come to nothing.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Tries to play it through. Shevchenko. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Dani Olmo. Triol kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pass somewhat off target. And he's gone looking for safety. Shifted upfield. Oh, that's a key interception. And now they can clear their lines. And after a brief check, the referee blows his whistle. Portugal perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Portugal absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painful.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And he can thump it away. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Shevchenko. And he shoots! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Knocks it into space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Marino. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Shevchenko. And that pass just didn't quite work. Puyol cuts out the pass. Khan comes out and deals with it. Well timed, excellent interception. Pass somewhat off target. Diaz. Looking for the run. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Roberto. And he was alert to it. And he's quick to get rid. And he's worked it through. Shot could be on. Decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Merino.
Portugal really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again set.
Oh, what a mistake! Shoots! It's loose, and it's come back out to him. And that's a good finish. They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
We're looking at... Oh, he's been caught napping! This looks promising. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And he was quick to react. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Mikel Merino receives it in a good position here. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. picked out brilliantly. Cleared without hesitation. And here's Diaz. Foot in. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's been slipped through. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. O'Shea. Gerrard. Ødegaard. And he's let fly! Akanji. It's a pretty loose pass. Great vision. That has been cut short. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Doué. Can he get it through? Great ball. And Shevchenko! It's bounced back off the post. Another one of football's and how moments.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Substitution for Belgium, number 5.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually.
Batistuta, number 23. Mikel Merino, number 22.
Akanji getting this one clear.
Number 13. Messi.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end.
There's the shot! Goal! Belgium! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Belgium with the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant. Belgium can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Ambitious ball here.
Minutes has been
Interception.
indicated.
His positioning was spot. Oh, terrible pass. He's got away. Ribéry. Ribéry! Now, oh, it's fallen loose again. And there's a goal. They have stolen level at the last. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
I'd like to draw
Your
your
reflections
attention
then. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Portugal.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running.
It's a privilege to see the defensive great that is Franco Baresi.
Absolutely.
A marvellous tactical brain married to good pace and a technical ease.
And he's there to retrieve it. He's a sharp little ball here. Drogba is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rooney. And this is Drogba. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, that has not gone well. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And no, that was never going to make it. It's a sharp pass. Akanji cuts it out. And here's Shevchenko. And a chance! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Odegaard has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Baresi pokes it out wide. And it's Rooney. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. He won't be happy with that one. That has ended up in no man's land. Good running, strong and purposeful. Searching pass he's played there, and he was quick to react. Drogba wins the duel this time. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Baresi. Threads one in. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Argentina really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Drogba can be a real threat inside the box. And he's intervened well there.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Rooney. That pass isn't the best. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, that was vital. That's going to go a long way. That's the end of the first 45. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Portugal clearly have been the better side.
Shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Dstuds really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Portugal with the corner, they're first. Towering header! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And this is Shevchenko. He's one-on-one, tries a shot! Well taken goal. How they've waited. Now they have it. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Andrei Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko!
So we have the first goal.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Looks a good ball through. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Substitution.
Portugal can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Two fresh faces, and both in the front line.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Just about up to 75 minutes. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's straight offside.
Substitution in progress.
Portugal making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Knocks it into space. Shevchenko chasing after it. Batistuta. That is a brilliant interception.
Portugal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give...
Could be danger here. And he's managed to get free.
That's good play from him.
Oh, just a keeper now.
Indicated.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. And this is Rooney. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the referee brings it to a close. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither... Portugal are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are underway. And here's Haaland. And it's Batistuta. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a... And Shevchenko! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he's there to clear it. Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively.
Batistuta! Goal! Portugal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Number 14, Gabriel Batistuta.
Portugal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to play him in. Shevchenko. Out of play for a goal kick.
Milan definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
It's a promising position. Doué is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Now it's Shevchenko. And he's in on goal. And the shot! He's got a goal! And that was his 20th goal for this team. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 8, Steven Gerrard.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
This looks promising. And Shevchenko! That is delicious! A finish of true class! They are purring, truly purring.
The goal scorer.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Threads one in, chips it through. That's the keeper's ball. Portugal have scored 2 quick goals here. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Can he spark a counter here? Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Tries to play it through.
Has been indicated.
Vermin. Now it's Ødegaard. And a chance! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Milan really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And yes, it's him again. And that is indeed the final act. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Portugal really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Portugal are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. Away we go again. And that's really well manoeuvred. Alaba. It's Bellingham. Kubasi. That'll be a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Fermin. Out towards the flank. That's good play. And he's managed to get free. Flings. Oh, great leap! Ødegaard. Haaland. Haaland! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Aims beyond the defence. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Substitution.
Getting up there! Decent chance, that is a fine delivery. O'Shea. And that has left him in a heap. Laporte is the guilty party there. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Portugal perhaps wondering what the best... Decent chance! And he steered it beyond the post.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Fermin picks it up from the goal kick. Alexander-Arnold. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Good running, strong and purposeful. Gerrard. This is promising, and he's got the beating. Shapes to shoot! And a neat finish! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
The goal scorer.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Number 24.
Portugal are having a ball here.
Is number 23.
They get a throw in. And he's forced to go back. Alaba. And here's Bellingham. Shevchenko under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Now it's Simeone. He's picked his way through. And here's Bellingham. Lovely. Now he's having a shot! And that has faded wide.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Number 20, David Alaba. Coming on the field, number 10.
Portugal will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Batistuta. That's very neat. Bellingham defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And this is Batistuta. Messi. No outsmarting him this time. And there goes the final whistle. Portugal, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Portugal.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick-off. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Messi with the short one. And that's aimed in. Oh, great leap! And now a sudden chance to counter. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Look at the space here. Big chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Ball is over the line. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gonzalo Ramos! Couldn't squeeze it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? The ball goes in. Alvarez! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Threads one in. Now it's Doué. Out of play for a goal kick. Has a look and plays it forward. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Batistuta. Can he get it through? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He is through here. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's played in. And the keeper beats it away. Over to the right flank. Oh, they can break here. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's got away. Yamal. This is promising. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tries to play it through. Gonzalo Ramos. Ah, he's fizzed it forward. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's having a shot! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a back.
And the referee has blown for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Portugal get the second half going. Shevchenko gets into a good position. And he shoots! And that would have been some goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Doué. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well played, well played. Trossard engages and forces him off the ball. Referee's given a throw. And the pass is intercepted. Doué supplying the width on this right-hand side. He's picked his way through. So much time and space. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Portugal! And again they hit the front. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Number 24, Désiré Doué.
Portugal with the lead. Yilmaz. It's Bellingham. Trossard. Takes on his marker. Alvarez. And Simeone.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look at real chance. And it's hit the woodwork and out. Odegaard! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Bellingham. Oh, he's got a... He's having a shot! Goal! And this is getting better and better. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Number 22, O'Shea.
Substitution for Barcelona.
Number 11,
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Bellingham.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
Musiala. Number 8.
Oh, it's Batistuta.
Substitution.
Now that looks a decent ball. That's the keeper's ball. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Portugal really could have done without this. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Substitution in progress.
Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Number 10.
Lionel Messi! Lionel Messi! Lionel Messi!
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not...
And Beckham! They want to be quick to recover. Oh, what has happened here? Great ball, and the shot! And he's stuck it away! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Gabriel Batistuta!
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
O'Shea makes a move down the right.
Been indicated.
That's a good run he's making there. And it's Messi. Plays a sharp little ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a sharp pass. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Portugal can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner.
This is a
Batistuta voted man of the match, and